Hello my dear students of class 10. Today I am going to discuss about reflection of light, chapter 10, reflection of light. Okay, so students, oh no, my light has gone. Please someone turn on my light. Please turn on my, okay, thank you. So students, you will say if there is a no light, it is very obvious you can see any object. So light is a phenomena by which light is a one type of energy. Light is an energy by which we can see the object. Okay, we can able to see any object. So firstly, you know what is called light. So please write down what is called light. So here I have written properties of light, but you will write what is called light. Light, okay, light is a form of energy. Yes, light is a form of energy because you can transform light energy to any other energy and any other energy to transform to light energy, like light to electrical, light to electrical to light, like bulb, electrical energy converted to light energy. So one energy can transform into the other form of energy. So it is obvious that light is a form of energy, and that light is a form of energy which causes sensation of our vision. Which causes sensation of vision. So we can see object, we can able to see any object with the help of light. And how we can see the object, student? Please pause the video and write it down. So how we can see the object? Because of light, and better you can say reflection of light. So actually light fall on any object and it reflect back to our eyes, so we can see the object properly. So if you want to see any object, we have to we actually using this property, reflection of light. Without reflection we can't see any object. Am I right? Suppose light coming to my face and it reflected back to the camera, that's why you can see. Okay, that's why I can make the video. Okay, so students, light actually, and light is a form of energy that I already told you. So light is a form of energy which causes the sensation of vision. Actually we can able to see any object with the help of reflection of light. Understood? So without reflection we can't see any object. Now think, students, if the medium is transparent one, if the medium is transparent, then light easily go through it, and if the light go through it, then you can't see the object, means the object will be invisible. Am I right? Think, suppose you using a glass and the glass will not reflect anything. Actually any kind of glass, there is a partial reflection, student. That's so we can see, we can feel there is a glass present. But suppose you make a glass with glare free, no reflection, okay, by smoothing its surface, by using some unusual material, so that you can make the glass completely invisible, as because light go through it, light passes through it, and it passes through the next object, and you can see the next object, okay, behind the mirror, behind the glass. So student, actually I am trying to say that if an object transparent, okay, that no reflection occur, in that case you obviously you unable to see the object. Am I right, student? So student, it is very useful, it is very it is actually, to see the object you need to reflect the light from that object and comes to our eyes. That's why we can see the object. Got it? So next thing I want to discuss with you. See student, this is a completely introductory part, and you can write, this is a part 1, okay, part 1 video, okay, this is a part 1 video, okay. So it's a very it's actually fully introductory part. What is called light, why we can see the object, okay. So next thing I want to discuss with you, that is the next point, the speed of light. Speed of light. You know, the speed of light is the highest of any other thing. So you know, speed of light is the highest speed, okay, of any of the universe actually. So you can write 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay. Okay. So student, actually the speed of light is 3 into 10 to, see, 3 into 10 to the power 8 means 3 and then 8 0 0 0 0 0 0 0, that much meter in 1 second, means this 1 second actually they moving through 3 to the 3 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, so it means it's the highest speed of the universe. Next thing, light is an electromagnetic waves. The full form is electromagnetic waves. Now student, what is called EM waves? Electromagnetic waves. See students, these actually we discuss about visible part of light, but the EM waves actually a large range of light. Okay, like X-ray, gamma ray, UV rays, visible light, and then visible light means violet to red. There is a 7 sets of color, you know that, the rainbow, 7 sets of color, and after red there is an infrared, then microwave, then radio waves. So these are all called EM waves, and these waves has some common properties. Common properties like the speed of EM waves 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, number 1. Number 2, it can travel through vacuum or without any medium. It can travel through without any medium. There is a lots of controversy. Later on I will discuss about it. So without any medium means vacuum. The light can travel through vacuum also. So electromagnetic waves can travel without any medium. Okay, and the speed of light is that much. Speed of light means speed of all EM waves. All EM waves means X-ray, gamma ray, infrared, UV ray. Sorry, the series, actually I am telling the total series. First gamma, high frequency, then X-ray, slightly lower, then UV, ultraviolet, then violet, then the 7 colors end with red. You can see violet to red actually, and then red, after red infrared, and then microwave, then radio waves. So students, I will make another video for discussing this whole part of EM waves. Very interesting actually, so interesting facts. So I will discuss about in the other video, okay, EM waves. So these are the properties, and the next property, these are called the transverse wave. Transverse. Light's a transverse wave. Transverse means it will travel in the medium perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Medium particles vibrates perpendicular to the direction of propagation. The perpendicular term actually transverse. So light is a transverse wave. Got it? So these are the it can travel through vacuum, speed of light. I already told you, without any medium, transverse wave. Any point I am missing out? That is, it can follow the laws of reflection and refraction. These are the common point. Another point you can write, these can follow, means light can follow the reflection and refraction. These are the common properties of light. Got it? So this is the properties of light. Now I am discuss about what is called reflection of light. You know, the light comes back to the same medium after bounce back any medium, okay, or any surfaces. So what is called reflection, student? So bounce back of light when it incident on a surface. Like this is a plane mirror. This is a plane mirror, and whenever light falls on it, okay, so this light, the light which falls on the mirror is called incident ray. What? Incident. Say with me, incident ray. And your first job to make a normal where the incident ray falls on the mirror, and this dotted line is called normal. Actually not exist, by drawing we can draw normal. Normal means perpendicular to the surface. Normal means perpendicular to the surface. And the angle between normal and reflect incident ray is called angle of incidence, denoted by I. So I means angle of incidence. I means angle of incident. Angle of incident ray and normal. Angle between. Okay. Better you can write angle between incident ray and normal. So first of all, you have to draw a normal, and the angle between I and normal is called incident ray. Another ray is called angle of reflection. This is called R is called angle of reflection. Angle between reflected ray and normal. So then you can draw this ray. So you can see, student, this is called R. With normal, this is called reflected ray. So the ray which bounce back to the same medium after incident, which is bounce back to the same medium, is called reflected ray. And I and R always same. So you know the laws of reflection. Laws of reflection that tells us, number one, incident ray, reflected ray, normal, point of incident. Incident ray, normal, point of incident, reflected ray, all lies on the same plane. So student, if you draw, you can draw whole thing in the board. So board is a plane. The all incident ray, reflected ray, normal, all happens on the plane surface. This plane board. So this is called lies on the same plane. So this is the first law of reflection. And the second law is angle of incidence must be equal to angle of reflection. This is a very important law, second law. Okay. So you know angle of incidence must be equal to angle of reflection. Student, you just pause the video and write the whole thing. 1, 2, 3. Done. So okay, now listen. So there is you can draw for a numerical. Suppose there is a mirror, a ray incident on it at the angle of 30. A ray incident like this. Now you tell me what is the angle of reflection. Yes, try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you tell me. What is the angle of reflection? Yes, you are absolutely right. First of all, you have to draw a normal. Because the incident ray must be incident angle must be incident ray and normal. The angle between incident ray and normal, which is equal to 60. Total 90. Am I right, students? So 90 minus 30 is equal to 60. Student, so the angle of incidence equal to 60. 90 minus total angle normal means what? 90, and subtract 30, so you will get the 60. Actually, incident and normal, the angle between incident and normal is called angle of incidence. So now you tell me what is the angle of reflection? It must be 60, because you know the laws of reflection, which is I equal to R. The second law of reflection, I equal to R. So if I equal to 60, then R also 60. So the angle of reflection will be 60. Student, in the next video I will discuss about some spherical mirrors. Okay. So thank you for watching. Thank you, students.